Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here as I review for you a movie I just watched called 8-Bit Christmas. This was provided to me for review by Warner Brothers. If you do get a chance to check this out, be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. I will be sure to include more information with links to purchase one down in the description. So I was very excited to see this one getting a DVD release. This was an HBO Max title, and of course we would have loved to have a Blu-ray, but they did at least release it on a DVD. I was super excited last year when I saw the trailer for this, and unfortunately I don't have HBO Max, so I did not get to check it out, but I'm very glad they did. Physical medium lovers really need to support studios when they do things like this, because it'll just give them incentive to release more of the digital versions onto disc, which is something all us collectors want. So this movie is about this man and his daughter, and they are going to his parents' house for Christmas, and I think his wife and son are meeting them there. And they get there and nobody's home. Like, everybody's gone, and we don't really know where they are. They're out shopping or something. They're just not there. And so the daughter's like, well, what are we gonna do? Because she keeps begging to have his phone. He's like, no, you can't have my phone. You can't have your own phone. You know how the kids are. They all want the cell phones, and she's too young. And so he's like, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And he shows her his Nintendo Entertainment System, and she's very confused, doesn't know what it is. And she's like, and then so he explains to her, this is, video games. And she's like, well, I thought Grandma and Grandpa didn't let you play video games or have video games or whatever. And he's like, well, let me tell you the story of how I got the Nintendo. Now, the older version of our main character is played by Neil Patrick Harris. I'm not sure the kid's name who plays him when he's younger. I definitely recognized him from something else. But so the majority of the movie is the flashback to when he's, elementary school age, I guess. And he really wants a Nintendo. It's like the hottest thing. There's like one kid at their school that has a Nintendo, and he's like rich, and he's kind of like a jerk. And, he says, whatever first 10 kids per day can get into my house, you can play Nintendo. But it seemed more like he just let him watch him play Nintendo. It didn't seem like he really shared. And so, kind of similar to A Christmas Story, he's got to trick his parents into getting him a Nintendo, and he's coming up with this scheme, and he does convince both his parents to get him a Nintendo, but then they quickly realize what they said, and they're like, no video games. His parents are very against the video games, and they say, you become too distracted, you become a zombie, just video games are not going to be in this household. And so he comes up with all these different schemes. Him and his friends work together or work apart, and they just come up with all these different schemes to get a Nintendo. And then basically the whole town is overrun with an anti-video game sentiment. I don't think you can even buy them anymore in their town, and it's not looking good. And they just gotta find a way to get that Nintendo. Obviously, we know that he does eventually find a way to get the Nintendo. But I really like the ending. It's really heartwarming, really great. I really like the way they ended it. I highly enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. It had comedy, but it was very family friendly. And I would say this movie could really be for the whole family, kids through teenagers and adults. And it does have some lessons about, the spirit of the holiday and kind of lusting after material items, and just kind of lots of good lessons for the holidays that I think we all forget and get lost on us all sometimes. I thought the kids were all great in this movie. It's mostly kids in this movie. I thought it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, share this videos, and I'll see you guys next time.